Hello, everybody. It's good to see you. I am joined by Amphi, who will voice these characters whether she wants to or not.
I won't because I can't see the screen.
She will because she can see the screen. She's just crazy.
Mercy Boku.
Oh, I've already. Oop, I have done this part. Let me skip it real quick. I don't want to read this again. There's a horse. Guys, look, the horse is back.
Gita, the horse is here.
Tina, the horse is here. Oh no, I didn't. Hello.
You kind of like constrict your vocal cords to be like flat.
Gita.
Get in the bag, Pina.
I want a glass of milk.
Oh, I did this part too. How many of these parts did I do? I wish there was more save points in this game. Or shorter chapters, actually. Game has no reason being 10 plus hours long. Hey guys, it's God. Remember, God is a furry. God is a furry. Did you watch any of the VOD, by the way? Do you need a catch up?
I didn't watch the VOD.
Sick. This is Maxine Armstrong. She is a weapons dealer. She is also blessed by God. And God has revealed that it's actually a competition. And the winner becomes new God. Because they don't want to be God anymore. And Maxine is plotting to kill main character Inkle Hajime. Also, there's a new character called Acheron. They're the replacement bodyguard. Because Clace's bodyguard ran away. Also, Eclair showed up.
Why?
She was like watching the press conference. Oh, there was a press conference where Singe was like, "No one will leave this room ever." I also think I just skipped like 10 dialogue I haven't read. Oh no, it's the next scene I have to get to.
I really want to get milk.
Wait, I stopped right before the save point. Okay. What are true endings? Oh yes, here it was. Alright, go get your milk. Here.
Yay! The milk is like ice in it.
Huh. Let me take a nice long swig of water. As soon as I step out, I see the same room as before, yet this time it feels different. When I was here before, I sensed grief and apprehension, but now I sense pride and anxiety. It's palpable. Not sure that after the concert, the press left. What would they say behind in a weaponized building? For now, I was certain that it was just us here. By us, I mean those associated with the tour. I doubt I would run into any strangers for now. Knowing that, it felt easier to come. It was welcome in the face of what I had felt before. I quickly scanned the room to see who I could. The room is practically empty. I just see Acheron. He seems to be guarding the entrance to Singe's office. Almost instantly, he makes eye contact with me. Hey there. It's who I was looking for. Got a meeting with the man himself, huh? Would you be able to chat with me first? Something that's been on my mind for a while. I mean, about the press conference. The press conference that just happened 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago is a while. In dog years. I'm sure you know what I mean. While. It just happened, didn't it? Oh. I know we talked before, so I trust you. We talked once, and I trust you. You seem like a nice person. And I know we already share some views about weapons of protection, I mean. So I feel like you'll have my back again. I guess that means I'm a little biased. I must be seeking validation. That's why I waited for you anyway. I just need to know. Did my outburst go too far? I feel like Singe belittled me on stage. Fucking no, you didn't. His certainty shouldn't override my worry. I feel like I have a valid concern, Inkle. Chastise me for doing what I'm paid for. I only acted out of my interest to protect. I feel like others would have done it too. Oh, Ev here, you here?
Milk.
Alright, so to explain, Maxine and Singe are working together. Maxine has put weapons and bombs all around the building at Singe's order. So, this building is a walking armory that can and will explode. I feel like others would have done it too, especially after learning about weapons. My past with Armstrong isn't related. I think it was rude for him to apply that, especially in front of the press. I have a reputation to uphold. New art can't be emotional like that. There must be no conflict of interest. My agency doesn't approve of that. The one that I work for, I mean. That's what I'm... Did I do something wrong on stage? Or was I acting as I should have? Maybe Singe was that. Yeah, I would be reasonably upset if my employer said, yes, you are inside a bomb now. I don't think that's really a right or wrong answer. It was one of those multifaceted situations. You can't dumb those down to an answer like that. But he stared at me intently. He expected me to speak. And far be it from me to leave him hanging. I guess I should just think it over before I answer. Nah, bro, you definitely were in the wrong. I don't think that Acheron is in the wrong here. You can never really be wrong in a conflict of interest. Two sides clashing with opposing yet moral positions. Or was Singe being moral here, holding us in this building full of weaponry? Acheron speaking out against that was totally irrational. In fact, we may have been the only one brave enough. The rest of us took the news in stride. Why should he get in any heat for defending us? This is the viewpoint that I explained to him promptly. Thank you. I feel much better after hearing that. I was worried I'd be alone in my sentiment. Self-doubt is never before. It eats at you, tears away from the boulder. I haven't all the time in the world can help. But I guess I should just move. It doesn't affect my mission parameters. I need to protect everybody here. You like how the author of this story doesn't understand what a contraction is? Everybody. That's not what he said before. Perhaps Singe gave him more duties. Well, he'll be safe in his office. Huh?
Feels like the author's treating this as something with like a word count.
Yeah, right. Well, you're
Also, how do you spell the protagonist's name?
Inkle Hajime.
Yeah.
I'll type it in chat. The first one is an I. Why do you ask? She's been acting a little odd lately. I don't know her very well, of course, but I can sense when something is off. Can you tell me when that timer's up? That's actually super smart. It's like a 3-minute timer. And thanks for always having my back. You've been on my side twice now. Can't thank you enough. I usually just watch and protect. I'm not used to this bonding stuff. I usually stick to the background. It's really funny. I keep thinking of it. That's so smart. But it's different here. I feel like I'm part of the family. I haven't felt that in a long time. So for that, I'm grateful. If you'll excuse me to go. I'll see you after I speak with Daz. This is awesome. I don't have to read the boring dialogue in between the actual important stuff.
Yeah.
That's such a good idea. None of the stuff the narrator mentions. Not all choices have immediate consequence. Oh shit. I need to decide whether I want to be rude or not. Should I listen for a few moments or walk inside for the...
Listen.
I give in to temptation. Oh, wait, shit. How... You do this... What?
Gypsy's messaging me.
I'll tell her hi. But, Horde, my brother. I understand. Grief. Contest. Happiness. Inkle? Never interested. Did for him. What? Oh, shit. Awesome. The convention center lobby. Or meanwhile, in the convention center lobby. Guess I better make myself comfortable. Might be living here for a while now. I should probably go and meet with Daz. Schedule will be need adjusting. Talking Rocker too, for that matter. But I hate their constant fighting. Worse than an old married couple. Daz left to turn into a co-role. It's going to be a bit overwhelming for her. Hopefully I can help make it easier. I don't want her getting uncomfortable. I should probably... Oh hey, didn't see you there. What am I hitting to you? Watch where you're going, alright? Amphy, would you like to be...
What the fuck I need?
What?
I'm trying to find redeems.
You're trying to redeem?
No. I'm trying to this character stinks. Ah.
The only ones here are Max and Rook.
I know.
You should read the line, Am. Damn it. Fuck you.
I did it.
She's the only interesting character. Wait, you were looking for me? Think you have me confused, lady. You know, with someone important. I have prior engagements. However, would you like an appointment? I'm open to rescheduling this. Just let me know. Yeah, that's like my second home. Sinshire has a flair for the dramatic. Holds a conference for almost everything. What is the nature of this appointment? You'll have to be a little less vague.
Oh my god.
I'm not big on the tabloids, sorry. What?
Gypsy says she misses
Oh,
me.
so that's who you are. You kept all of your dealings private. We'll tell Gibbsy that for a squid, she's kind of cool, I guess, and I miss her a little. That's one thing I hate most, hiding. I always go for transparency. Withholding information is horrible. You'll have to excuse my lack of joy. Can't expect everybody to bow before you. I'm not exactly a fan of your work, Max. I'm free. Good as any other, I suppose. Yeah, whatever. I have stuff to do. You, like, skipped the only interesting character. She...
I know, but I was chatting with Gibbsy. My daughter, who... Do you know the only way she's getting able to chat with me is when she, like, gets on her other friend's phone?
That is a little sad.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Gibbsy to be 18 so she doesn't have to listen to her parents. Wait, that sounds weird. Can we cut that? Can we cut that in post? I don't like that I said that. Hey there. Hope I'm not interrupting. Oh, it's Daz. Well, now you have to read Daz. I actually don't remember what voice.
Oh, fuck, I have to read her, don't I?
Yeah.
Oh my god, no, I remember exactly what voice I gave her.
No! Oh.
Thinking!
You need to turn your sound thing off. Are we all lately? There's so much going on here. I may be new here, but I'm not unaffected. You seem to be going through a lot, too. Happy.
Hold on.
Paimon says, and without any say, Paimon means Paimon's happy Paimon got promoted. But yeah, they should have asked Paimon first.
I wouldn't downplay your ability, Daz. You were chosen because of your skill, the natural progression of your talent.
Paimon guesses Paimon could say the same for you. Paimon doesn't believe we've formally met yet. But Paimon knows a lot about you, Acheron.
Acheron.
Nope, shit. We're doing ch-ch-ch.
Well, that definitely makes me glad. I'm afraid I gave off a bad impression. You know, back at the press conference.
Don't worry, Acheron. It's all good. Paimon's come across you in the past, actually. You protected some idol friend of Paimon's. But actually, it goes deeper than that. Paimon recognized your name at that point. Some sort of operation in Africa?
So we know
Oh.
Africa exists.
Yeah, this is just Earth. Oh, Africa was a disaster. I'm sorry that was your first impression. I've done much better work since then.
Yes, but it's our scars that define us. There aren't any highs without the lows.
How edgy.
Paimon means, how else would you tell?
That's a nice piece of wisdom, Daz. Can't appreciate the good without the bad. I've come a long way since then, too. Forgive me, I know I just repeated exactly what you said. I don't know much about you. It's odd, since you know a lot about me. Do you think we could change that, Daz?
Sure, what would you like to know?
How to get you out of my life.
Yeah, is there any way to kill you? Like, any way at all, actually.
Like a knife. Do you have a knife that you would like to cut?
Well, Paimon guesses Paimon's headlining a world tour. It was sudden, but Paimon can't really say no.
You sound like a sad Paimon.
Obviously, Paimon loves to sing and dance.
You sound so sad.
Originally, Paimon didn't though. My Paimon's parents forced Paimon into ballet early on.
Oh, did she? You sound like you enjoyed that.
Paimon grew up, Paimon found it too slow for Paimon. Paimon started to do jazz and hip-hop dancing.
Oh, really? Can I see a few moves?
Yeah. poisoned. Or at least his agency. They flew Paimon out to meet him.
Oh, you got something in your throat there?
Yeah, Milk. Said he needed some backup talent. Paimon accepted almost instantly.
And I'm sure you were happy about it.
Paimon loves to support things that are different, like queers.
Like the gay people, said my grandmother, for some reason.
A male pop idol isn't got too common, you know.
Oh shit, my... Why did my Discord crash? And I don't know what's going on there, but yes.
Can you please reshare your screen for Paimon?
No, I am messaging Maka real quick.
Maka, come help me voice act. Michael.
Michael!
Michael! Michael!
This was a few years back.
Oh, tell me about it, Paimon.
Grace was just starting out. We went on a couple tours, got close. But then his career skyrocketed. Paimon couldn't see him. He was always busy. Like his every waking moment was booked. Do you know the Muffin Man?
Yeah, I was about to say you're leaning more to Muffin Man than Paimon now.
I think that's when Paimon gets sad, Paimon becomes
The
a gingerbread man. No, the Muffin Man lives on Dairy Lane.
Yeah, he does, Paimon. I'll be so fucking for real. When I was playing this by myself the other day, I was like, who the fuck is Daz? I forgot her name was Daz.
Soon enough, his third world tour was announced. And then, here we are. Does that suffice?
No, actually, I have no fucking clue about anything about you other than your work still. Seems like
My
you're
name
quite
is
busy.
Paimon.
You've also done very well for yourself. Success at a young age is rare.
I don't know how old I am. I could be 12.
Yeah, but like in dog years.
So like, 1 and a little bit? In this business, it's youth that matters. They don't want an old, wrinkly pop idol. Check that bitch out with the soap. Paimon guesses, but now Paimon have Paimon. What?
You alright there? Hey, you having a stonk?
Paimon's having a stroke of this peanut. Paimon guesses now Paimon has Paimon's 5 seconds of fame. Paimon should do Paimon should do Paimon's best.
Hey, that's not like how you usually talk. You don't have to like insert Paimon for I.
My name is Paimon. I'm a pop idol star.
Alright, sorry. But indeed, the spotlights can be troublesome. One slip up can be blown out of the water. You can't screw up like that, others can. Gotta love the tabloids. That Fukumoto fellow, too. Always sticking his... Oh, that's you. Precisely. It'll get him into trouble. He doesn't look like he's ready for that.
You really are.
A way to skip half of this dialogue.
Hold on. Paimon to save the day, bitches.
If only there was a way someone could keep us from having to hear Paimon again.
No. Can you please click the next line? Even Clint's got into scandals. Paimon will do Paimon's best to avoid that stuff.
I could help you with that. I'm told that I give good advice. I also feel like I'm not about to...
Paimon will remain! Paimon appreciates the offer, Acheron. Paimon thinks Paimon will hire someone to do that. Clay's had a person for almost everything. Paimon hopes that Paimon will still have some free time. You skipped Paimon's line, you can't. Paimon appreciates it.
You're welcome.
The last card was a stick in the mud. There's a mention a total coward as well. My name is Paimon.
Oh no, we get it.
Paimon.
Alright, we get it.
Arr!
Continuing their prior conversation.
Fuck.
Go on.
Oh, I need to de-Paimon Fi.
Yeah. As in waste 2 minutes.
Maybe.
Read the line.
Maybe. If you win, you can do all the damage. You're not actually down for killing. You're just playing a part. Fooling him. Take deep, concentrated breaths.
This is exactly...
This is a recollection.
Do not let the anxiety overtake you.
This is like moments after their conversation.
None of this will be permanent. You can bring them back. Even her. Tokyo, huh?
Oh,
I should
what?
have my nose
Is the
fucking
arc... is the arc not good enough for you? Does this bore you?
Arc de Triomphe.
Tokyo, huh? Can't say Nope. Can't say I...
Who are you talking about? There's no one named Paimon here. It's just you, God, and the Ark.
And the magical floating flashlight.
The Ark. Oh, no, actually, I put that flashlight to specifically shine on your boobs. I hope that's okay.
I didn't say flashlight, but let's go. We'll continue.
Wait. Oh, this is much better.
You're just holding it. It's like, this isn't a torch.
Read the
Aside from
line.
Africa, I stayed in America. What?
Another
Aside
person
from
of-
Africa,
Another
I
person of
stayed in
interest.
America.
Yeah, right. Another person of interest will arrive too. They are secondary to your objective. You must ensure that they stay alive.
Yes, for they are gay, and we need representation.
But everyone else in the tour must die.
All of them? How many are there?
I will give you a list.
56. I counted them.
However, you have to wait before I.
But
I'm writing them on a list.
57.
I'm writing them on a list because the author can't decide how many characters should be in this fucking story. And we've already ruined the twist of the game.
And what exactly is this, Belle?
The death of
It goes
Place?
ting.
Of course. Place will go ting, and then they will fall over with a tong.
Ting, 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 sahur.
Let me explain this in an easier manner. Hammer comes down, the bell makes a noise. The bell is Clace, and the noise is him hitting the ground. I'm going to hit him with the hammer.
Ting, 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 ting.
As I said, it's a special guest. Guys, I am God, but I am also Sahur. I am coming for you. I have to keep my eyes on them as well.
Ting, 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 ting as the fucking bodies drop. Ting, 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 sahur.
So your test is happening close by. Ignore Sahur in the background. Other people are competing with you, Max. We need one large event to start this. Something that
I need
everybody
one large
will
soda
know
and
of.
one large fries.
I'm very sorry. He only comes here like once a month. I do not know why it is now.
Ting.
I can think of nothing more fitting. The death of their figurehead star.
I see.
I will give you a specific
How?
date and time. It will be up to you to kill them. To kill him then. After that, you have 24 hours. 24? This game takes place over 2 days?
Who? I feel like we've been here for millennia. We've had a political coup with communism. Ay vey.
Oh, dude, you missed the slave dungeon. That was a thing. And the sexy fox.
Slave. Wood. Alright, that makes perfect sense.
Does it?
Kill Clance, then kill the others. I'll have 24 hours from that point.
Yes.
Where are we in the timeline?
But you will have time to. This is like right before the two contestants get to Tokyo and begin their thing.
Why the fuck are we here?
This is like moments before, like I think it's like a few days before the tour is supposed to begin. Because this scene like sets up Maxine as like the twist villain. Because she's the one that killed Clace. Yes.
Neat.
But you will have time to practice, and lots of time to set things up, too. You can use your company as cover.
Hold on, sorry, I was messaging my daughter. Practice murder? Yippee!
Yes, I have the perfect opportunity. I'll give you free
Kill these
reign of
children.
Tokyo's people. But this is under one condition. The deaths must happen at exactly midnight. Oh, I get it.
That seems rather specific.
It benefits another venture of mine. I can't say much more than that, Max.
Rhythm, explain it.
So
I understand.
So the midnight murders happen at midnight, right? That is also the exact same time
Good guess.
when in Terra they have Endymion and Conrad have to perform the rituals. And what the ritual does is that it brings someone from Earth to Terra. However, your body still stays on Earth. Terra just makes a new copy of you. So what's happening is that he needs someone to kill these people so that he can teleport them to the other world. Because he was trying to keep the savior from being dragged into the other world until it was like the right time. So Maxine has been doing the midnight murders so that God can send substitute teleporters to Terra.
What happens when they're in Terra?
So far, from my understanding, they're being locked in a slave dungeon.
Wonderful. How great.
This also means that Clace is indeed on Terra. This is an all or nothing game. If anyone is left alive, you lose. You must deliver
It is
death
an all or nothing
to
game.
all of them.
It's taking all of our fucking time.
Until you kill Clace, You can practice that and formulate your entire plan. You have a world tour to inflict. But with the power to stop time, I don't see this as much of an issue. I'm looking forward to your results. Just make sure that the VIP stays alive. They are present, but not on the list. Can't afford to be reckless, Max. I am certain that you won't disappoint, especially given this generous time frame. I hope to see you stand in my place.
I'll do my best. Sir, how about this list?
Shut the fuck up. Of course. Take notes on your phone.
Oh.
You'll be using it a lot from now on. In the damn chapter.
Also, do you have that little cricket little guy Yukimori card? Yeah. Great. I have copies for you. Yeah, I got some of the Phantasmal Flames packs because I went to a fucking toy store and they happened to have some. I didn't get any good hits, but I did get the Oricorio full out. If you click save. No. Yes. Fuck off, Max! Yes, of course, this is important to me. I ensured that my schedule was wide open. I didn't want any conflicts regarding time. Will we actually see Clace? You could say. I guess you could use that word. Your employees called it stubborn.
Okay, my mic
hello.
was muted. I hope that was just from the crash. You must meet Rook. I assure you, he is harmless. You'll see if you run into him in person. He can be very rude in his emails, but honestly, that's what I need. He's succinct and on the ball. My balls.
On my balls.
He takes it all. He weeds out those
DP,
who would
baby.
waste my time. And he doesn't damage our public image. I'd say it's a win-win scenario, man.
I can see how he'd scare people away. You're lucky to have a man like him. Let's just hope he stays with the team. I read about his work in the past. How he ran away from a maid cafe. Like a pussy! Oh my god, it's Auntie Beef. Auntie Beef, no! Say hi to Auntie Beef. Auntie Beef. Auntie Beef.
Auntie Beef.
Auntie Beef. Auntie Beef. Auntie Beef.
Hey, can you shut the fuck up? I don't really. Give me the dark brown, but you.
Auntie Beef.
Right, no more anti-beef.
No! I want my auntie.
Just read the line. Maroon.
I-
There is
Huh.
there is a wolf question mark with big tits to read and weirdly visible areola through her shirt.
Cool, so yeah, he does. Yeah, cool. I hope he's as reliable as you say. I've had none of the male characters have like visible nipples, and then there's just all the women.
Yeah, like Sin should definitely have a nipple like in this department right here. There should definitely be like visible nippage.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you were able to learn that. He's usually very secretive about his past. I've seen him take down entire websites. I'm sure. But let's be more open. Are you tired? Am I boring you? This is a meeting. We didn't come here to talk about Rook. What are you after, Miss Armstrong?
Like a good nap. I didn't say it like that, Singe. It makes me sound shallow. I want to protect your workforce. Our catalog grows even larger. I'm sure we can find something you'd like. I can't put a price on your loved ones.
If you keep
I'm
yawning
so
like
yawny.
that, I'm going to
I'm
start
so
yawning.
yawny.
I have a lot of important work, Max. You can't be yawning on important days.
But big yawn. I want to show you my teethies.
So if this is a sales pitch, after all, you should probably stop yawning and pitch more. I'm sorry,
Yes,
Max.
but I'm preaching my dental hygiene.
I don't have time for dental hygiene.
Ah, that's why
I'm a
you
very
never smile.
busy man with places to be. My teeth are black. I'm an insectivore,
Like my
damn it.
soul and my coffee. Well, let's not jump to conclusions. A sales pitch means you're able to decline. It implies you have a choice in the matter.
Excuse me.
I already have my men arming the building. They'll be finished in a couple of hours. How does she have men?
She owns a company. What?
Oh, don't worry about it, Singe.
Oh, did I not tell you that part? She
No.
has a weapons company. She owns a weapons company.
We're using largely non-lethal methods. You know, chemical dispersion and stuff. There will only be a couple explosives. Sorry, but I had to take the initiative. That's how you build an empire, Singe.
Have your men back off immediately. Max, we are in a foreign country. We don't have the permits or permission.
We're already taking care of, Singe.
God damn it, Max, take this seriously.
I'm sorry. Yawning. You seem to underestimate me.
Yes, you're clearly tired.
I'm sorry.
I want no part in this. I am uncomfortable housing weapons. Even if you are yawning, I don't own this place. Please, stop. I won't hesitate to call the police. I don't want to escalate this, Max. Back away from this peacefully.
You're right, you don't own this place.
She does.
Just a couple weeks ago, I bought it.
Why did you say that so sadly? That's very
Yeah, I'm
earnest news.
I was trying not to yawn.
It's Friday at Armstrong Incorporated. As of this moment, you're a trespasser.
What do you mean I'm a trespasser? I paid to be here. I am renting this space. I cannot be a trespasser in a space I am renting.
A clear violation of the law, Singe.
What law?
How would that look on your record?
You're bribing me. No, I haven't gotten to that. It's funny.
No, I haven't gotten to that part yet. Singe, if you don't let us arm this place, I'll have to charge you for trespassing. You can't actually charge people for trespassing.
Yeah, that's not a court thing you can do, of course. But I paid for a lease. That's not how it works, Max. It's a legally binding contract.
Any contract can be bought out.
This would not hold up in court. Sorry, guys, just give me a moment.
Yeah, try not to yawn while speaking. You just need the right amount of cash. It turns out I have a limitless supply. Don't you still wish to contest this?
Yes, I do.
I was hoping it wouldn't come to that.
Max reaches into her pocket and takes out a photograph.
Look at this.
As Emphy yawns in the
My
back.
necklace.
Yes, my
Yeah.
necklace! Look at it! It's right here! Don't you like it? How did you...
Unlike my attention span. My attention span is in my bed, laying out.
Yawns immediately. How did you get that? I keep it in my pocket at all times.
You don't know what you're dealing with. Do you ever yawn and then just feel your legs go weak? Forces beyond your control are at play. You used to let me do this, and now. It's like they're kind of tingly. The person in this photograph. They mean the world to you. This background music doesn't suit.
It really doesn't. Yes. It's like too laid back.
Yeah. So if the law won't make you cave, I'll have to get a little more personal.
Are you yawning while threatening me? You can't even take a bribe seriously.
You'll leave somebody dear to you instead.
Couldn't even finish this sentence.
I can't make it through a fucking sentence. Oh my god. I demand your full cooperation.
Emphy, stop.
No, it's like when I start going through talking.
I'm gonna punch you.
It's just trying. Singe, or else I'll say things. No! Or else I'm like edging but with yawns. And in doing
She's
so,
going
take your world.
to yawns.
I'll take your world away.
She rips the photograph in.
Oh.
No!
Tassel.
Who are you?
No one important. I made it through that sentence. Or at least not yet. Barely made it through that one. I already went through. Am I just not breathing or something? I got your number and a few others. Okay.
You alright, throw up the milk. Throw up the milk.
No, maybe I need more milk.
Yes. The thing that makes you
Expect-
more lethargic. This is a good idea.
Expect me to be in touch. I don't know why. There's like a yawn trapped in my throat. And I don't know what it's doing. It seems this tour may start with a bang.
So that's why you put the weapon inside. That's what the fucking achievement said. Meanwhile, always one thing after another. I swear, I won't get a break until I die. The press conference was just a start. People have been begging for interviews. Right. Oh!
No!
Alright, go on, Humphrey.
No, I'm just gonna sit here and wait for 3 minutes so I can click Claire.
No, you can't do that, Amphi. That's disingenuous.
Oh
Now
my
you get.
god. Fuck,
Now you. Now you get.
I made her southern.
No, you made her French.
I did.
You changed her to.
I can't get to see the conference.
Okay, so backstory. After the press conference, she was in like the conference room, and she asked me if like bridges could be rebuilt or some bullshit, and I was like, "Yeah, you can do that or whatever." And then she got really happy, and now this is the result. So this is my fault.
Yeah. You know, I hear about clans and stuff. So I wanted to see what was going on.
Eclair shuffles awkwardly in place.
Shuffle.
Rook types on his tablet at a frantic pace. They both seem apprehensive.
Shuffle.
We don't get to hear Rook's part. Probably the only interesting part of his story that will happen.
Better than ever. Things have been great. Not to say it's better without you. It's just, well, things are alright.
Oh yeah.
Yes, of course. We were bankrupt. You sent it at the perfect time, Rook. I was just about to shut the doors for good. Your check saved this business. But it also showed that you still cared. I guess that's why I came here. You're still in my thoughts too. It's okay, Rook. What the fuck is he barking at?
Dog.
I know you had your reasons. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. Have you been able to move on?
You move people in.
What?
Hi,
Hey.
Kira. I'm all. Yeah.
Kira, are you on Marco server? Can you come help us? We should move.
Kira's
We should move to.
Kira's streaming right now. Doing Model Monday.
Alright. Yeah, Kira.
He can't. They can't just drop what they're doing and come voice act with us. Hero, don't listen to her. Read the line name. We have important stuff to do. We can't be bothering this poor soul. Amphi, read the line. Amphi.
I'm glad to hear. I needed to see how you were holding up. I mean, since class passed on.
I don't think that's how you say that. You're fishing in the other chat. I can see you fishing.
Shush, 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 shush. I didn't want you to react the same way. I was able to bounce back, but since I'm not sure you could handle it. Yeah, for Jade. You gotten quite close to her, right? Kira, how does it feel you have to listen to a French-speaking woman? Who definitely, at some point, was not a Southern belle. Yeah, it seems that way. I just turned my headphones off. I wish you would like this back then at the cafe. I fucked up. I don't know how I did that. It is so much fun to work with you, Rook. I think I can hear again. But this newfound strength. It changed your personality too.
I can tell you want to fish so bad.
I love how I can just hear myself through Kira's stream. Oh no, I can't. I hear myself through your stream. Because I forgot that I had both of those open.
Also, you waited so long, I now have to talk his Rook again, I think.
What?
Can you hurry up? We have not finished a chapter yet.
Hold on.
What'd you do?
Yeah. Yeah.
As I think, Amphi. Wow. Lame.
I did it! I can go get my milk.
I'm sorry. That wasn't my intention. I just wanted to show them a good time. You came to my mind when I thought of that. What do you mean? Perhaps nothing needs to. You're doing well on your own. I am too. Maybe that's closure enough. What do you mean? Be clear. Calm down. The answer is yes. Amphi did that just as the chapter, or just as the session ended, or scene ended. What the fuck is... Oh. No wonder it wasn't working. When I arrived in the office, they stared at me intently. I quickly apologized for any tardiness I displayed. I explained that Acheron held me up in order to chat. This seems to be enough to sate their curiosity. Neither of them seem aware that I was listening in. No worries. We had no schedule. Besides, Keela kept. We had quite a lot to chat about. Yeah, Singe is really cool. Smart and well spoken. I could learn a lot from him. You flatter me, Keela. But please, have a seat. There is much to discuss. I do as instructed and sit beside Keela. I expected the atmosphere in the room to be happy, but for some reason I feel a sense of dread. Singe also looks like he's at his wit's end. At the press conference he seemed so calm and carefree, but that must have been an act. Public. I have to wonder how he truly feels. I wanted to start by thanking you both. Your dedication has been unmatched. The contest was a massive success. To that end, I have a present for you. I wanted to give it to you much earlier. Just give me a moment to get them. Alright? Singe reaches under his desk for a few moments. He opens and closes drawers, looking for something. After a few moments, he smiles and lets out a sigh. Almost like he was afraid he lost them from him. I know you had to give away the cans, the ones that won you your spot. To be honest, I found that silly. So I decided to have some replicas. Something you could keep as a souvenir. They are exactly the same as you knew. Yes, I am a man of sentiment. The contest clearly meant a lot to you, so I thought this would be a nice gift. He places 2 cans of Pop Star on his desk. Me and Keela exchange glances with one another. Oh, Singe, this is really awesome. I said I had to give mine away, but now everything is A-okay. Keela happily grabs his can and places it in his pocket. This sure was interesting. I didn't expect it. The can on the desk reminds me of a simpler time. It was an exact 2 days ago. Yesterday. It was an exact replica of the one that got me here. But now it seems a little different, doesn't it? For all that happened, is it really so prestigious? It seems that it won us lots of pain and suffering. I hope to myself that things resolve happily. Also, Keela doesn't remember anything that happened on Terra, in case you missed that. Still, though I don't seem rude, I accept the offering. I
didn't even know Keela came with us to fucking Terra.
Oh yeah, Keela was on Terra. Noticing that it's full. I'm assuming Singe wants it to stay that way. I had to guard over these cans with my life. I didn't want them to get stolen or leaked. Then there could be more than 2. This is a personal present for myself. Please treat them with love and care. That said, we move on. A lot has happened since we arrived here, especially since you 2 arrived. I am sorry that it has come to this, but I no longer feel safe keeping you here. I have arranged for transportation. Tomorrow you will both be taken home. I'm afraid the contest is cancelled. Trust me, it's not what I want to hear. I truly wish I had better news. You have to move on from this. You are exempt from my previous rule of having to stay inside the building. You're both free, but that's not all. You'll be receiving compensation, of course. I had a lot of money aside for you. Instead, we'll just be giving it to you. You'll get a check. Hey, they spell it that way. Before you leave. For about $100,000?
So that's how check is actually meant to be spelled.
Shut up.
Check is French.
I know. But why is he right? This guy's not French. Place isn't French. I hope these terms are agreeable. Did that say acceptable? That might have said acceptable. The flight home will be tomorrow, so we can be mature here. Will you agree to these terms? I will. And on acceptance, I can't exactly say no, but I knew I was still needed in Terra, so I'd have to play the rest of this by ear. Money isn't much when worlds are at stake. With that said, I have one last gift. because a can and $100,000 isn't enough. Singe reaches in his pocket and pulls out 2 cards. Interesting. They appear to be credit cards. There's one for each of you. They have a few $1,000s on them. It will help until you cash your check. This is my own personal money. Ooh, another gift, directly from me. With lots of amenities on site. I trust you will enjoy your final day. Your flight will leave by noon. Meet me in the lobby at 7 o'clock. Okay. Keela grabs one of the cards and puts it in his pocket. Follow suit and do the same thing. This is eerie. It's almost like this wasn't happening. It was almost surreal. The end of an era, it feels like. Everything we both wanted, taken away from us. But I can't give up. There's still lots to solve. Just then, Singe's phone rings. Puts a finger up, ordering us to wait a moment. Yes, Singe speaking. See, are you certain? Understand. Please call for help. Singe takes up his phone. He slips down in his chair with a huge sigh. What happened? Who was that? Oh shoot, Mako, is my stream up though? Like, is it watchable? Or is that just your thing being weird?
I mean, I'm watching.
You like on Twitch?
Yeah, I have mod view up.
Afraid I have some bad news. A corpse was found on the premises. In the backstage area, to be precise. Are you serious? Singe places both hands over his face. Continues to speak, but it's muffled. It's unclear what emotion is underneath. It was Rocker, guitarist. No! Rocker, he was one of the best characters! Again, at much
Who
earlier
died? Who died?
Rocker, the guitarist. You know, the dog that was friends with Daz.
Oh.
So, I guess that's all I need to say. The list, these people, and Inkle. Not to mention the power I've given you. Any questions before I send you back? Remember, this may be your only chance. I don't want you leaving with any regrets. What the fuck? Okay, my fucking Discord also just crashed, huh? Oh no, it just, that was weird.
What?
So, like, my OBS, like, the screens on the left and right side just went black for a second. And I was like, oh no. I, like, braced my boot. Also, why the fuck is Acheron here? None. It was all very clear. It might be hard to find a way in. The door already has a guard, you know. It shouldn't be an issue. And after that, your opposition. Their goal is to kill. Yours is to protect. Again, it shouldn't be an issue. I've never failed any of my clients. I have no need to treat this differently. Well, there is some leeway here. You just need to leave one person alive. For your competition, it's all or nothing. It will be interesting to see who wins. Life and death fighting each other. Spot is as good as mine. Oh, that's not. I am not God. This spot is as good as mine. I have no intention of ruining the record. I've never let a client down before. Very well. I have one final request, however, regarding the one called Inkle. What is it? I'll be making up a big story. Something about parallel worlds. They'll think they have a power. They tell you this, humor them. They mustn't know the truth of things. They are the key to my other venture. Very well. The power is a lie! With that being said, are you ready for the games to begin? The eternal struggle of life and death. But this time, we'll have a victor. Thank you,
Is he
Mom.
live?
Yeah, so Akron wants to protect everyone. So this is new. This like just dropped. Like I didn't know Akron was the opposition. Maxine wants to kill everyone in the building except Inkle. And Akron wants to protect everyone in the building. Thank you, Mako. I'll be sure to play that game eventually, actually. Hollow Knight sounds like a really good game. I've never heard of it. I'll have to look it up. Yes, I am. Good. And one final thing. When you meet your opposition, I think you'll come to understand. There's no motivation like sibling rival.
Sibling?
Maxine is his sister? Why are we in a church cathedral? Oh,
Because we're in fucking Terra.
Velasquez kneels at an altar, surrounded by silence. In my time of fear, I am alone. But who does a man such as me pray to when I already bear the burden of the world? Its fate is known to us. He grips the scepter in his hand, trembling softly. A monument to the dead is my only hope. Perhaps that is proof enough. I know we can find salvation. For nothing below such a right, as long as they have the power, or if they have the strength to use it. The fate of the universe is now a gamble. Here I am, filled with doubt, when once I was so sure. However, too late. They are coming with 1,000 furies. They will seek only destruction. Taking a deep breath, he stands. But as they say about desperate times, he aims the sharp side of the scepter towards his body. He drives it through his chest. With a frightened scream, he loses it. Grabbing onto a pew for balance, he watches the floor become stained with his blood. He cries, "For Terra and the immortal king."
I thought he was the immortal king.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on?
Guys,
What the fuck is going on? Am I the only one lost here?
no.
I'm weirdly invested. This sucks. We sit in
It's
silence.
like we're invested because we're confused.
Yes, it's like, okay, now I'm just more confused and I have to keep playing so I understand. Anyways, we sit in silence for far too long. Singe rests his face in his hands, in utter defeat. Keela and I exchange glances, sure of what to do. Was Rocker truly dead? Aligning perfectly with those mysterious texts. Wait, I have to use my brain here. The message said a
You
friend
have one of those?
died today. Can't say that I'd consider Rocker a friend. Had no contact since I arrived. The only people I've had real contact with, Keela, Brooke, but safe and sound. Make eye contact with Keela, I shrug. Perhaps it would be best for us to leave Sinjil. Perhaps leave this place altogether. Shouldn't have to wait until morning. Not with danger like this lurking about. Especially not since we have those credit cards. Singe, are you okay? What did? Rocco was a prodigy. This loss is profound. Not just for me and Evans, but for the music industry as a whole. He takes out his phone and starts texting. I must confer with Akron, but I think we all know what this means. Huh? The killer is... The killer is among us. Thank you. This calls for a change of plans. Change? Work with Acheron. Together we can catch this killer. While on the other hand, flight home has been bumped up. I'll make sure you're home later tonight. I'm sure you understand. This was not an isolated incident. The worst has come to pass. We are under attack. I cannot risk you two as casualty. Yeah, I understand. Talk about worst case scenario. I wonder if this tour will ever happen. So much has gone to waste. For what purpose? Why would someone want to do this? That's a good question, actually. And I did have a better grasp of things than he did. Someone was misusing their powers from the Ark. Why would that man give it to them in the first place? I assumed that he chose his specimens carefully. At least that's the impression he gave to me. I didn't think he'd choose someone so reckless. In fact, I thought I was the only chosen one. Do I really want to leave? I feel like I have a part to play in this mystery. For now, it seems like this ends tonight, as that's all the time I have before I'm sent home. It's a tall order. Catch a murderer and save Terra all in one night? I feel like I did a bit off. I feel like I bit off more than I could chew. So what do we do in the meantime? I would suggest sticking together, or at least be around those you trust. Chalk and Rocco rarely parted ways. Killer must have been watching. They waited until Rocco was alone. Don't give them that chance. I'm afraid that this is all the advice I have. Wait a minute. You're gonna make us stay here when there's a killer out and about? That's crazy. I thought maybe you'd make us wait. At the airport or something, Singe. You're keeping us in harm's way? That's a very pessimistic way of looking at things, Keela. Should rethink this. This is basically a hostage situation. We'll have guns to our heads. It's the one thing you must never do when someone has a gun pointed at you. Make sudden movements. Exactly. A rash action like that might provoke the assailant into taking rash actions of their own. We must remain here. It's best if we let them assume their plan is coming to fruition. That way we can catch them off guard later on. We'll discuss the best course of action. If I'm not mistaken, this is far from his first brush with a killer. But as it stands, I think the best course of action is not to give off the impression that we fear the killer. That we're running. I guess that makes sense. I don't know. Truth be told, I don't know either. But Acheron will. If the plan changes, I'll let you know. You got Singe's contact information. Alright. Singe leans back in his chair with a sigh. At first, I thought I was responsible for Clace's death. That maybe allowing him to leave this place put him in danger. But now I know we targeted. Honestly, that Clace would have been attacked no matter where he was. I don't know if that's scary or if it's reassuring. But now, the burden of responsibility is one that's guarded. I feel as if my mind has become much clearer. We'll use this newfound resolve to restrain the king. Give them justice. And Acheron and myself will do it swiftly. He slams a fist down on his table. You are free to go. Please heed the advice I gave earlier. We'll be in contact about your flight. I can understand where he's coming from. Guilt can be a devastating force. To be free from it is truly liberating, especially if it wasn't your fault. Inkle, you can go. You need to have a few words with Singe. I'll run into you later, I'm sure. Keela reclines in his chair, clearly displayed that he's here to stay. Very well. Be safe, Inkle, and disregard the exact thing I just said about not splitting up. And leave me alone here with Keela, and go out on your own. I nod.
perfect plan.
This was all a lot to be right. Foolproof plan to immediately discard. I guess we were expected to act like rats in a cage. You said, moving as the mastermind expects. Hopefully, none of us wants to rattle that cage. Yeah, I'd like to save my game. I take a deep breath as I close the door behind me. I press my back against it, pressing for a moment. Singe was relieved that he's not responsible. It's odd to be relieved in that kind of situation, but I understand where he's coming from. We've all wallowed in self-pity before. At least he's free to use his energy in other ways. In that case, plotting with Acheron. Regardless of how I feel about Singe's plan, or that Acheron will keep us all safe. And talk some sense into him if he's off track. It wasn't my place to decide what they did, but it wasn't my place to defy Acheron's orders either. They definitely hired the best in the business. Inkle. As if on cue, he approaches me. Saw the paramedics carry out a body bag. I was terrified, wondering who it could be, but I got a text from Singe right away. I was worried that it might be you, but in light of what happened, I think some changes need to be made. Singe does not have a grasp on things. I expect some answers from him promptly, and I expect him to put me in charge. Rocker's death was a tragedy, one that could have been easily avoided. Only. Getting off Acheron, Shock approaches with fervor. What did you just say? I was just saying, it's a tragedy what happened to Rocker. He was so young as well. Shock's hands turned into fists. He trembles, clearly fighting off tears. Tell me what happened.
Who the fuck is this?
Yeah, so this is the other guitarist. He was close friends with Claes. He's appeared in exactly one scene of the 6 chapters. Just one. Do you want to voice Rocker? Or Shock, I mean.
No, they don't have titties. I'm chill.
Awesome. Acheron looks at me, unsure of how to respond. I shrug. Dealing with this is not my expertise. There was an incident, Shock. Like what happened to Claes. Actually, it's exactly the same. Rocker died in the same way? I guess Singe what gave Acheron more info than us. But if this was true, then the person texting me, they killed Claes. Not only that, they were the Midnight Killer, using their power from the Ark for nefarious purposes. And the culprit is really in this building. Access to power from a place like that? Shiver, fairly terrified at the implications. So connected, more than I thought. I wouldn't be surprised if Terra was involved too. You mean? Unfortunately, yes. How could you let this happen? Me? Best in the business. Perfect track record. You're supposed to be here to save us. What were you doing instead? Do you even know where Rocker was? Well, judging by... I don't care about judging by. Your stupid deductions won't save anyone. 2 of my friends are already dead. Shock, please. Shut up! In a fit of anger, Shock throws a punch at Acheron. But Acheron doesn't move from his place. He stands his ground. Reaching out a paw, he catches Shock's punch. What? Acheron squeezes Shock's fist. He trembles in pain, trying to break free, but Acheron's grip tightens. It looks like Shock's fingers might snap at any second. Hey! Let go! It's clear that Shock is starting to panic. Perhaps he thought less of Acheron or more of himself. It's hypocritical of you to say that. Instead of releasing his grip, he tightens it further. Don't place the blame of this on me. We're dealing with a serial killer here. If I am supposed to protect you, don't want to be on my bad side. He releases his grip. Shock flies back and lands on the floor. The momentum of his attempts to escape us used against him. He quickly pushes himself up and runs away. He covers his face, as if in shame. After a few moments pass, Acheron turns back to me. Terribly sorry about the scene. I have little patience for men. Quick to anger. Irrational. You know. Saw it in his eyes. He thinks I'm responsible for her. No way he's thinking clearly. I know it's my job to protect. But I had to be everywhere all at once. Not fair for him to blame me. I'm afraid that now I'm self-conscious. Must not let his thinking dissuade me. He rests his paws on his chin. Deep thought. I guess I no longer have a perfect record. Walker was part of my job description. I'm not sure how to feel about this. That's usually what set me apart. It's not a good thing to have on a resume. In fact, I am certain that's why the guard before me fled. They were ashamed. But I don't feel ashamed. Instead, I feel determined. In this instance, it becomes clear. The guard before me was just a coward. Not going to run. I never would. Stay and stand my ground. Stop this killer with Singe, I promise. He stares at me with fire in his eyes. I nod and give him a smile, thanking him. His speech made me feel a little safer. No, Sleepy, Acheron's cool. None taken. Debating our safety was definitely more important. I think small talk would be fading away soon enough. Dude, Acheron and Max are the only two cool characters. I wave him off and decide to wait around this area. I don't think I'd be waiting
Damn, this
too
must be
long.
genetic.
Acheron was definitely quick and to the point. Yeah, it must be. With a smile, he walks off. As soon as he opens the office door, Keela comes out. Without so much as a word, he storms downstairs. Acheron looks at me and shrugs. I do the same. No, it was like 9. It was like, it was at least 4 boxes of dialogue. Acheron looks at me and shrugs. I do the same. I'm not sure what's gotten into it lately. He's been acting the same ever since this morning. Since we got back from Terra. Acheron pushes this aside and enters his office. I decide it's best to stick to the plan and wait here. Keela is more than capable of taking care of himself. I sprawl out in a chair and close my eyes, wondering just what would happen next. Keela wanders the convention center by himself, seemingly against the previous instructions of Singe. He scans the room in a careful, as if he's looking for something, unsure of what it is. I really hope I'm not late. Singe sure likes the sound of his own voice. He nervously presses his back against a wall. That's the time he uses his phone for a few moments. But out of the corner of his eye, he notices something. A figure slowly approaches him. This is confirmation enough that he's not too late. He lets out a sigh of relief as his worry washes away. Oh, there you go, Amphi.
Hello, Keela. I'm glad you could make it.
Me too,
Oh,
actually.
well, Keela's dying.
I didn't think Singe would ever shut up. Really determined to catch this killer.
Yeah, I could tell. Good thing my weapons are here. I doubt Ashram would stop them himself. He's too infatuated with Daz.
Really? I didn't figure him the type. Seemed all business and no pleasure.
It's hard to get a read on him sometimes. Either way, let's not waste any time. Wait, pause. Keela Trader? I'm glad you agreed to this meeting.
She's also meeting with Roic. Well, of course. I'd never leave someone like you hanging. Not every day that a billionaire.
Just call me Max, Keela. Billionaire? My money does not define me.
Oh my god, she's rich and a Nepo baby.
Yeah. Oh, of course. I didn't mean to offend you, Max.
It's okay, Keela. You didn't know. But I'm here as Max. Not as the CEO of Armstrong Incorporated.
Fair enough. Well, I'm here as Keela. So we're on even playing ground. What do you want to talk to me about?
About everything that's going on right now. Sorry for just assuming a moment ago. But are you thankful for the weapons here?
I'm not sure. I know Acheron, but he's also not doing his job. I mean, if he was, Rocker would be...
Alive, right? Glad you see it my way.
But your weapons didn't help either. So I can't say for sure. Sorry, Max.
Wow. What a sharp wit you have. If that wasn't funny, I'd be offended. Singe is the one responsible for that. He has the key to detonate the weapons. I do too, but it's not my job. He bought them, so he should use them. Instead, he's too busy drowning himself in sorrow. What a drama queen he is.
Well, Rocker's death changed that. He realized Clay's death wasn't his fault. So he feels a little better now.
Is that so?
Yeah. But maybe his judgment will be more clear. Still no excuse for Rocker, though.
I'll say. I guess my weapons haven't exactly gotten the chance to prove themselves yet. I hope that you give them the proper chance.
I guess. I'm not going to be here for much longer anyways. I'm flying home later. But Singe wants us to keep it secret. He says if the killer knows what we're plotting, they might take rash action. Fuck you, Keela. Fuck you.
Oh, really?
Max smirks softly.
Thank you for sharing that with me.
Is there like a delay between when I click the button and when you click it?
No, I'm just tired and it takes me 3 seconds to read. Wouldn't want you to get caught in the fray.
You're tired.
I don't have my glasses on.
You just woke up.
You know, I wake up tired. It is a very, very big issue of mine that we're trying to get solved.
Well, if you had a stable sleep cycle, that might help it.
You would think that, but no, it's a hormonal issue. I don't
would
go
think.
into the REM sleep cycle for like until a significant portion of sleep happens. I sleep very little in that cycle because my body refuses to go into it.
I've only gotten to the part of dreams where you can control it once, and it was awesome.
I have never gotten to that point in dreams.
Yeah, I squandered it though because it like immediately left. I was like, okay, now I'm in a school. Now I'm playing dodgeball. Okay, now there's a grandma with cookies. And that was it. And I was so sad.
Damn. You'll get it sometime.
I hope so. It was fun. Yeah, exactly.
I feel like you have better sleep than me.
I have really good dreams. I had a nightmare last night, actually. That was the first one in a while.
Damn, I usually don't dream. I usually just have nightmares. But then, like, I haven't had a good relationship with sleep since I was a wee child. Because, like, when I was, like, from, like, the age of, like, 3, I had, like, severe night terrors. You know, the ones that people can't wake you up from? Where you're stuck in your dream.
Well, you should stop digging in the...
Oh, I'm gonna kill myself.
So, whatever happens here, I'm out. I didn't want to come here to begin with.
Wow, I can't believe you said that. You must trust me if you let that slip out.
Well, I don't see why I can't. I hate Tokyo. It's so stupid. Everyone's staring at me like I'm weird.
I know. That's because you are weird, you stupid
are
otaku.
weird.
I dug into your history a little bit.
Really? Why?
You're just so interesting, Keela. Did you tell anyone else? I mean, the real reason you're here.
No.
That's probably for the best. It would be a shame if everyone here found out you were lying to them all this time.
At 2 Keela, everyone has something to hide. The achievement. Hey! You keep that to yourself, Max.
Perhaps I will. Or perhaps I won't.
Never trust a billionaire, kids.
Exactly. I'd be more inclined to keep it to myself if you were able to do me a small favor, Keela.
Checkmate, I guess. You checkmated yourself.
Oh, not quite yet. But I'm afraid I have to go for now. My favor involves another meeting. At about 7 o'clock tonight. Are you down for that?
Sure, where at? Max points down a hallway connected to the lobby. That's the time they're supposed to be leaving.
Second door on the right.
Dude, this guy's a fucking moron!
There's a small meeting room there. It'll give us more privacy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have another meeting to tend to.
She disappears just as fast as she arrived. I had to open my big mouth, getting myself into trouble. This is the game that keeps on taking.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
And then get
Thus,
milk.
I've been thinking. You mentioned a visit to the people. That this may help my public relations. Of course, Velasquez. Your public image is very important, especially if you wish to dispel rumors. I've thought of something else. Oh? What is that, my king? A visit to the people might be wrong. If I parade over them in my lavish outfit, rife with luxury, they would feel hurt. This would be like a pompous display of ownership, in the way I don't intend. Would you like me to prepare a new outfit? I could allocate funds from the treasury. Something more rustic, perhaps. Maybe not fully intact, with holes. That seems to be all the rage. No, Dusk. I must not disguise myself. Hiding who I am also gives off a bad image. Then I'm afraid I don't follow. What else could you be planning, my king? May be risky, but I want to open the doors of my castle. I want the people to come to me. They will be able to walk these halls as if they were in their own home. This will give off the image that I intend. That Terra truly belongs to its people, and that I don't hold back. Really? I would advise against that. We may be subject to massive theft, not to mention your enemies may use this opening to plan an attack. Trust me, I've considered all the avenues. Let me describe my plan in more detail. Of course, my lord. I did not mean to be crass. When everyone has arrived, I'll have them gather in the atrium. At this point, I will address all of them at once. I will be fully forthcoming. This is where they will learn what I have planned for myself and the future of Terra. At that point, we will open our grand hall. We will have a feast for the ages. A ball that will be etched in time. And I will close by ending my reign. You've got to be serious, Velasquez. It needs to be done, Dusk. My enemies still wish to attack me after hearing everything I have to say. And I will accept my appointed fate. For the repercussions of my death will be negligible compared to what comes next. And this twisted monarch will end, preceded by what the people decide. However, my plan comes to fruition, I will leave them to a beautiful world, in much better shape than it is now. The mumblings of this Terra, perhaps they are not as off as they think. We can only hope that... Velasquez groans in pain, grasping at his chest. My lord, are you okay? He removes his hand from his chest, stained with blood. Why? Yes. Fine. Sir, you're bleeding. Please, not be alarmed. An old wound must have reopened. I am capable of tending to it myself. You are dismissed. Yes, of course. Please call on me if you need any aid. If it gets worse, we must take action. Moments later, Velasquez leans against a wall. He grips the scepter in his hand, panting heavily. Has it stopped? Has it's... Blue Lagoon.
Blue Lagoon.
You. Amphi, do you see that guy?
Huh? Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, just man. There, no one else can see it, but you know.
Yeah, hold on. There you go.
Oh, by the
I
way,
have been banned.
I want you guys to know that Sleepy card. Says I'm lying. I lay back
May.
in as comfortable a position as I can find. My mind races, playing the events thus far, as well as playing out potential futures. Just how would this end? What was my place? Even if I left Tokyo, over. The man in the arc might follow me, especially if my
We know
world
his name.
Terra is as... Yeah, why is... I don't think the main character knows their name.
No, they were introduced, weren't they?
No, we know their name, but I don't think that they've ever given name to this character. Oh, wait, maybe they have, actually. Because he was like, I should at least know your name.
Yeah.
I failed to notice Acheron appear. He fakes a cough in order to get my attention. Terribly sorry for the... There was much to discuss with Singe. He bowed slightly, as if in apology. But I didn't mind. I was able to use my time effectively. The discussion was good, however. Singe has given me full control of this convention center and everything inside. We will no longer be making the decision. It seems I voted. Without further compensation. My interests do not lie in gain. The first thing I wanted to do was launch a full investigation on the weapons here. Look at them closely. Their placement. That seems like a good idea. If some of them were bombs, we should keep our distance. Or maybe there were dead zones. There was a dead zone, a place where neither type of weapon could be used. Of course, my curiosity prevailed. I already did the full investigation. Thought it best to... My research spawned peculiar results. Oh, I guess he jumped the gun. I asked him what he ended up finding out. The weapons are moving around on their own. At least, that's how it seems. That doesn't make any sense. Allow me to elaborate. When I first arrived, I made a mental note of all of their location. They seemed to be placed in a fashion. Rooms that were more likely to contain a large amount of civilians, were only armed with non-lethal weaponry. defense. Press conference, for example. This was also true for many other areas, including the lobby and other boardrooms. It seems they were placed in a way that would minimize damage to innocents. But now the opposite is true. I don't know how they changed or so fast. But the lethal weapons took their place. It seems that now the weapons are organized in a fashion that would maximize. They've all just swapped places. That's alarming. And to top it all off, it's been happening right under our noses, like during the press conference. Notice. During the briefing, a bomb was placed in that room, placing the chemical weapon that was there before. How did we not know? A thought sparked in my mind. It's most likely the murderer. Acheron doesn't know, but somebody with powers from the Ark could easily make them swap well unnoticed. This comes with more terrifying implications. I bring it up, but Acheron quickly shoots it down. Impossible. The only people who can tamper with those weapons are Singe and Armstrong herself. Besides, Singe was on stage. He quickly comes to a more realistic. It still haunts me. They must have done it during my little grapple. Good distraction. Everyone had their eyes up. That would have been the perfect time. They would have done the rest while the combat. Since nobody would have been out there to catch them. But then, who did it? That deduction would mean Armstrong, but I asked him to really tell the situation. For an angle where he isn't beating himself up. The only way another person could have moved, they had the codes. Each weapon has a special set of codes. One to disarm, one to rearm, one to detonate. It would be easy to strategically disarm and rearm them, but I find this hard to believe. It would imply that either Singe or Max were careless enough to lose their codes, or give them to someone in the... I don't side with these implications. There must be another explanation. I've always told myself that weapons like that are not secure. It's entirely in the realm of possibility that they were hacked. Either way, I'm still the one that provided them. He let out a heavy sigh. The first of many bad decisions. Would you mind coming somewhere private? From prying eyes, ears? Would you not yet know? To remain cautious as possible. I nod. It makes sense. Especially if we are plotting against them. We wouldn't want to announce our plans too loudly. He leads me down a few winding hallways. We turn quite frequently and quite fast, as if he's trying to stake someone off our trail. He glances back at me if he like he wants to make sure I'm still following. Unsure. I'm scared, but I try not to let that bother me. I know by now that I'm safe when I'm near him. After a few minutes of navigating, we arrive. He wanted to leave the dance rehearsal room. Of all the places, this was certainly another choice. Scan the well, on the opposite side is a one large mirror. See our reflections staring back at it. Like a mess. Not much time for wardrobe. Sorry for taking you so far away. This was one of the safest rooms. It seems I forgot to put weapons. I guess I didn't have enough for everyone. Still, it seemed odd to leave out just. Was there some sort of significance to that fact? You know how I feel about armor. This room, different. I feel as if I can actually focus in here. It's purely psychological. But I feel like I can sense the weapon. Hear the whirring inside of it. It drives me. It wasn't always like that. It used to be much closer to me. Of course, that isn't relevant right now. That seemed pretty relevant to me. He had to have some reason for hating her so much. I asked him if he'd elaborate on that for me. I won't. Sorry. If I ever tell you that story, then it's meant to happen at a time. flat out deny. Oh well, I can do. Ask him what he actually wanted to talk about then. Oops, my track record is ruined. But I've been building my entire. It's all disappeared in the moment. Clenches his fists together and trembles softly. I mentioned this before. Having someone die on my watch will likely never get hired again. It's cardinal sin among the guards, and why the last one took away. I suppose you're right. He acted out of cowardice, not because of how it affected his. It was possible for him to stay, perhaps turn up to it forwards. I guess I shouldn't do what he didn't. He thinks to himself for a moment, as if he pondered leaving, but has now thrown it aside. Not my only issue. He looks around the room with a heavy sigh. This is where I was when it happened. Crocker's death. I wanted to spend some alone time with Daz. Of course, personally, relevant. I had to assume danger, especially since the last victim's place. One starved to another. At least that's what I thought. Daz wasn't the target at all. I guess the killer was after Crocker. So I could assume that Shock is up. However, that could also be a trick. They could go after Daz if she expected to watch over her body. At the same time, this is impossible. That would be ideal. Of course, there's just too many of us. I'm not sure how I could do it effectively. Someone is always going to have an opening. I feel like there's no right answer here. Is one man truly enough for all this? Or is this just an insurmountable task? The odds are clearly stacked against me. I don't have a good history with that. He presses his back against the bar on the wall. The lighting on the room reveals bags under his eyes. The best answer would be to gather all of you in one room and to not let you leave. Then I could watch everybody at once. But some of you already feel like you're prisoners in this convention. It's not right to tighten the leash. Doing so also leads to disobedience. So I feel like it is counterproductive. I have to think on this further. I'm sure I can find the right thing to do. Of course, correct decisions elude me. At first, I thought that I could take on this job with an unbiased mind. Admission to that before, in fact. I had no prior association with this group. I wasn't affected by Clace's death either. That changed at the press conference, when Singe revealed Armstrong was involved. My outburst caused more harm than good, especially if it was only a distraction. My choice actively caused you more danger. I can't just let that fact go. It's eating away at me, consuming me.
Yeah, Rose a fucking drama queen.
You really think so? Why not?
Yeah.
All they needed was an empty room. That's what they would have had regardless. We didn't stay in that room after the conference. Your logic is sound. He smiles slightly. Under stress, things can get cloudy. An outside perspective can help immensely. He is really just like babbling right now. There's active people being hunted right now, and he's having a wee party in the dance room.
Woe is me.
Like, bro, someone died. I get it. But you gotta lock in. As the Gen Zers would say, you gotta get the fries in the bag, man.
It's put the fries in the bag.
It's the same sentence. This whole job's just become so complex. Top it all off. Personal, too. There has to be something I can do. I could disarm the weapons. That's impossible without the... codes that Singe has. I ask him if he can talk to Singe with the codes. After all, Singe trusted him enough to give him control. If he could get the codes and disarm the weapons, well, a large source of stress would instantly vanish. That's the thing. I asked him, but he didn't comply. I don't think he fully trusts me, especially after I attacked him earlier. Another reason why that was a bad decision. He looked crushed as he tells me this information. Perhaps because he felt it was his fault. Or perhaps because he desired Singe's trust. You trust me, Inkle? I've only ever wanted to keep you all safe. I trust you, buddy. That makes me happy to hear. Starting to feel like I was alone. Ask you why? Was there something I did specifically? Because to be honest, lots. Before I can even think of responding, my phone rings. I feel as if my heart stops beating. Another text message? I hoped they would stop. Feels like I've woken up from a nap. I raise a finger. Hold on. He stops talking, giving me time to check. I go through a brief period of hoping it's Singe, or Rook, or Keela, but this hope is short-lived. Go to the lobby, now. Things will begin shortly. I'm not sure what they could possibly mean. What?
I hope it's Keela who's dead.
I do also hope it's Keela that's dying. I do not wish... He has the easiest voice, but I really hate his character. What was about to begin? I stop and think. Last time I got a text that said a Fred would die. I instantly put my phone back in my pocket. I storm out of the room without saying a word. But honestly, I wouldn't know what to say. I assume this person wants me alone. So I leave the safest room in the building, into certain danger for both myself and simply hoping that Akron doesn't take this personally, and that maybe he would follow along in secret. Yes, Aurora. Let it be Keela.
Meh.
It's gonna be Rook.
I want meh.
It's gonna be Rook, and that's gonna be terrible.
Is Jade dead?
No, Jade is not dead. I actually don't know where Jade is at this moment. She hasn't been talked about in like 2 chapters. A few moments earlier, nearing 7 p.m., Rook cautiously enters the conference room. He scans the area slowly, realizing he's alone. Why do I even bother being punctual? As usual, I'm the one around. He sits down in a chair, taking a heavy sigh. Fiddling with his tablet, he tries to pass the time.
Oh, okay, I'm here. Hello, Rook.
He jumps in his chair, startled. You shouldn't pop up on people like that. Why would you want to scare somebody? You know what kind of situation we're in.
Pop up on people? It's not like that. You were just so engrossed in your tablet that you didn't notice me approaching. I can't be blamed for that. But do tell me, how is that tablet treating you today? Does he have anything interesting to say?
What do you mean he?
Don't play stupid, Rook. I hate how everyone here is full of lies. Do you even think everyone here would feel if I told them what's on that tablet? They'd think you're some sort of freak. I mean, you are, but you've done a good job of hiding it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you don't.
In the blink of an eye, Max seizes the tablet. Catching Rook off guard, she starts to fiddle with it. Hey, give that back! He starts to panic, his breathing becoming erratic. That's mine! He leaps off the chair and tries to take it back. Max has no issues dodging his attempts. She laughs mockingly as she browses the contents.
You chat with him all day.
Ah, Rook's gay. She scrolls through this on-screen chat history.
And almost all night, too. You shut the world out just for him. But why don't you seek something more real?
It's gonna be Izumi, right? Imagine.
Words on the screen can only do you so much. It's affecting the way your friends see you. If that's something you'd even call them. As we all know, addictions can be costly. I've talked to the people you work with. They mention your tablet more than you.
Max. Asking nicely. We continue scrolling.
Wow, you can find a lot in this guy. He seems full of knowledge too. Let me try asking him something.
Spends a few moments typing.
Wow, he responded instantly. With such detail. But than any living being could. Oh my god, is this an AI?
Is it an AI or is it Acheron? Rook huffs angrily, easily accepting her bait.
Let me ask him to Claire. Or perhaps I can ask about Jade. You must know all your dirty secrets.
Bisexual ferret. Max, I've had enough. He charges at her in a fit of rage. She instinctively clutches her necklace. And suddenly, everything stops.
Pretty quick to anger, isn't he? Oh well. I was going to restrain him anyways. Pretty fun to see him all rustled though. If that's his trigger, he must have all sorts of nasty little secrets. Huh.
She stares at the tablet for a moment.
Curiosity. Though I guess it isn't really my business. I was just having a little fun. None of this will be permanent anyways.
Places the tablet down on one of the chairs. Then she pushes Rook down onto the one beside it. As he is unaware, there are no signs of rejection.
The circumstances of Africa were definitely a little different. But I guess I have to make do with what we have. And compromise. Atra will know what I'm up to.
With Rook on the chair, she grabs some rope.
You better get comfy. Where did the rope come from?
She ties him up to the chair, ensuring it's extra tight. His wrists to the arms rests, and his feet to their legs. He has rope right there, on her arm. Look, it's there.
Oh yeah. I suppose I'll be generous.
He moves the tablet from the chair to his pocket.
You're lucky you're just a means to an end. I was tempted to dump it in this water. But that's something you'll need to do on your own. I can't do it for you.
It's definitely an AI chatbot, right?
Yep. Oh my god, how is this game relevant?
It's so relevant. She lets out a slight laugh.
It's so confusing.
He has an AI chatbot of Clace? No, don't tell me, man. That's so creepy. That's so creepy.
The things that people do in grief. Doesn't anyone handle things like a normal living being anymore? I don't get it at all.
Oh well. Time for the finishing touch.
She whips out her massive fluted cock and starts. She walks to the other side of the room. The bomb she placed here earlier flashes a bright red.
I hope this doesn't scare him too much.
She spends a few moments disarming the weapon. After ensuring it's off, she returns to Rook. The red light on the explosive is now a docile green. Placing the bomb in his lap, she slowly rearms it. Its light returns to red, flashing its new intent.
And now with that, the stage is set.
She grips the gear. No, Sleepy, don't. The scene's about to end. She grips the gear-shaped necklace once more.
Oh, you're finally conscious again.
Rook looks around in confusion. He struggles slightly after realizing he's restrained. Hey, let me go!
I can't do that. I have an important plan for you, Rook.
She is then close to give her words more emphasis.
Let's get down to business. To defeat
The Huns! Ding, 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 ding.
You've been wasting your life on that tablet in your own little fantasy. And you're defensive enough to attack me. But it's odd. You passed out right after. Physical exertion must lose you, Rook. I had no choice but to restrain you. This bomb, however, is another story.
He points to Rook's lap and he notices the bomb. He immediately starts to squirm and struggle.
No! Hey now, don't struggle too much. You wouldn't want to set it off in error.
These words are enough to scare him into submission. He remains as stiff as a corpse, his eyes tearing up. Why are you doing this? I never did anything to you. Please let me go.
Trust me, Rook, I'm not going to hurt you. And you'll be free to go shortly. That is, if things go in your favor. I'm going to tell some of your friends that you're here, waiting to be saved. They also know the disarming codes. It's pretty simple. They can come and save you if they want to.
He takes a brief pause.
I don't want to spoil the surprise. But there's a chance they might not come. Because they may like someone more than you.
I'm not choosing Keela, bro.
This is why your tablet is so important. You spent so long immersed in that silly little thing, ignoring those around you. Perhaps now they will ignore you.
Not bad. Bro's probably the most diligent worker in this building.
Yeah. I'm a firm believer that we set our own bombs in life. Our errors and lapses in judgment set mines for us to step on later. We are a victim to our own actions and words.
Okay, I thought this scene was gonna end a lot quicker.
We can conveniently choose to blame others. But at the end of the day, it's our fault. You choose to bond with the tablet instead of those who are currently around you. And now, the choice of yours may haunt you. Perhaps, if you weren't so obsessed with that thing, they would be rushing to save you. But now, the fact is that they need to choose. It makes this all the more interesting.
You're sick.
Blaming me, of course. If you weren't such an introvert, you'd be relaxing right now in confidence. But now you've come to realize what you've been doing is harmful. But just how harmful? Well, that is up to the strength of the bonds you have made. They decide your fate. Oh, and if you ever mention my name, I'll set off every single weapon here. So don't try and play a hero book. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go help contestant number 2. This show is about to begin.
Oh, this is boring. Anyone else having fun? I am. I rushed to the
I'm in
lobby,
bed.
unsure of what awaits me. However, when I get there, I just see Inumi. Hey there, Inkle. I wanted to go outside. Singe yelled at me. It was scary. Not Lexan. What's going on? I was told to come here immediately. Could Inumi be part of this whole plan? I should look closer to him, just in case I need to keep him safe. What are you doing? He looks a little confused, or maybe uncomfortable. Wow, really? Thanks. My bro used to say that to me all the time. I was sad that he couldn't do it anymore. But I should learn to do it myself. I have to grow up someday. Right. Other people can't always be there. Not even bro. So I should... What?
Can you reshare your screen?
Oh yeah, sure.
Thank you.
I love that my Discord keeps glitching. Oh, my Boogie React also fucked up for some reason.
Yippee!
Let me leave and come back.
I'll come back. Thank you.
Why are you so big? Thought I shrunk you. Now you're
Why are
smiling.
you so big? That's just decent.
Not even bro, so I should learn. That way I can do it when I'm all alone. I'll take pointers from what you do. He smiles at that. I'm glad he trusts me, at least. But after he speaks, he stares at me in silence. Oh, is he expecting me to lead the conversation? I guess I could use this as a learning opportunity. How about yourself, Inumi? Is this like an interview? I used to watch bro do those all the time. He always wrote out his answers beforehand, so I don't know what to say. I'm older than I look, that's for sure. I love ramen, so I was glad we came here. I still have to do school on the tour, so my bro would help me with homework. I had a pet fish for a while. I wanted to have a little bro of my own. I took really good care of him. He died. Ah. Definitely jumping from topic to topic. But I guess we were all like that at a young age. I still feel bad that I'm not good at math. Macaron had to answer that one problem. I'm sure that almost nobody likes math. I let him know that he's not alone in that regard. Looks at Sleepy. Really? That's interesting. I'm confused with how school works. If you're bad at math, they think you're not trying hard enough. They push you. Sometimes they even say you're not smart. But if you're bad at writing stories or at art, you get a slap on the wrist. Some people are born artists, they say. What if I'm born to be bad at math? I guess he has a point. Different subjects are treated in different ways. But anyways, I guess. Initiate the Inumi subplot? No! Before he continues, he's promptly interrupted. This conversation was optimal? What the fuck does that mean? Acheron descends the stairs into the lobby. He notices the both of us and quickly approaches. Hey, you two. Glad you're both safe. I was just about to do more rounds. Need to ensure everyone's survival. I notice that he has his phone in his hand, something I've rarely seen him holding. When he sees that I notice, he puts it in his pocket. So, how are you two doing? I'm doing okay, but I wish my bro was here with me. Surely you do. I apologize for bringing it up. I didn't mean to open any. I don't have any wounds. It's okay. Or it was a metaphor. They knew me. I see. What's Again, he gets interrupted, but this time by a high-pitched screeching noise. Feedback from the lobby's speaker system. Inumi quickly covers his ears in fright. I look at Acheron. He seems unaffected. That is, until the screeching subsides. The cliche lobby music that was playing in turn. Instead, a voice greets us and chills me to my core. Awesome. We're still in chapter 6. Is that Jade? I don't know what character that is. Hello, Impo. Hello, Acheron. He knew me, too. Unexpected. The voice is warped and heavily modified. Can't tell who it is, or their gender. But I know one thing without a doubt. This is the person who was texting me. And by extension, the Midnight Killer. The murderer of Clace. And Rocker, too. Whatever plan they had, it was being put into motion. I clenched my fists and looked to Acheron. He looks scared. I've never seen him like this before. Inumi inches closer to me, as if to seek safety. I'm going to be blunt. Let's get started this. Nobody else enter the lobby. If you do, every weapon will detonate. If you all need to stay where you are. I only have business with these three. So this is being broadcast through the entire building. I guess they aren't dealing with just me anymore. Show yourself. I know you're watching us. Show yourself. Don't hide like a coward. Not yet, Acheron. We keep a distance for now, in case there's any disobedience. If are you asleep yet?
Not yet, but mostly.
Cool. You three are to do exactly as I say. Any deviation from course will result in the detonation of every weapon. If you don't believe me, just try me. I don't think it's worth it. The gamble shouldn't decide your fates today, nor the fate of everybody in this building. I'm scared. Inumi is shivering in fright. I look at Acheron. He must know what to do. The situation can't be foreign to someone like him. You have our compliance. Please state your terms. We wish for no more deaths today. It pains me to say this, but your wish will go unfulfilled. You only have the ability to mitigate. Damages will still be caused, so I advise that you listen carefully. Very well. Acheron looks at me, showing signs of regret, like he's failed to stop this from happening. I give him a look of confidence. We can take this head on. We won't let them win. I need to talk with him. This situation pertains to him the most. I stand tall and strong. As soon as you arrived in Tokyo, you met two people, Rook and Keela. Spent the day getting to know them. That is, until things went to hell. I nod, unsure of where this may be going, but filled with fright at all of the possible scenarios. I've been watching you ever since then. On your little adventure through Akihabara, it made me sick. Too joyful and campy. You need to learn about consequences, something you haven't faced yet. And something you must come to understand, especially if you wish to save anything. You'll never do that without sacrifice. This is the first rule I will teach you. I don't understand. This is some kind of test for me. They seem to know about my role in Terra. And there is a second rule you must learn. That will come soon. But don't worry. I'm going to present you with a choice. You must take this decision on your own. Acheron and Inumi cannot influence you. In fact, they must remain silent. If they speak, I'm sure you know the drill. I look at Acheron, then Inumi. They both give me a nod. I gulp audibly. Gulp. I ask them to continue. Tell me what they want. It's not about what I want. It's about what you want. So please, listen very carefully. Rook is currently in the conference room. And Keela is currently in a boardroom.
Kill Kilo.
Yeah, I'm going to kill Keela. They both have bombs strapped to them, ready to detonate at a moment's notice. What? No, that can't be. I said to listen carefully. I'll let you save one of them. The other will be left to die. They both expect you to save them. This is part of the second rule. You won't be able to save everybody. The road to salvation is paved with loss. Is this loss? And this is something you must understand. So, who will it be? The tablet-addicted lackey, or the overzealous superfan? I'm sure they both have redeeming qualities, as well as a few faults of their own. However, will those faults condemn them? That choice lies with you. I look towards Acheron. He avoids my gaze, looking at the floor ashamed. I look towards Inumi. He has his paws pressed against his mouth. Are you stressed? That's cute. How can you be trusted with the fate of a world when you can't even handle this? I, trembling, my fists clenched violently. Oh, and don't even think about saving both. If you split up, all of the weapons will. You need to travel as a group from now on. We'll all go to the room of the person you wish to save. Anybody else tries to be a hero and save the other hostage? Well, there will be no heroes here. Only the three in the lobby may move. They will be at Inkle's instruction. I don't know what to do. I know exactly what to do. I stand there and smiles and cheers, knowing that they're not joking. Because I don't have to play this game with Keela in it anymore. Okay, now I'm getting bored. Give me a name, and now. Remember, it's one of them for all of you. I take deep breaths. I close my eyes. They have us in a checkmate. I have to choose. How can I possibly expect it to choose who dies? I tremble in the face of this impossible task. However will I decide which one to kill? Just let me kill Keela. Look, I'll save Rook. Wow, that was so difficult. I'm glad you were able to choose. Places like this will find you often, especially with the role you play. Acheron and Nina, feel free to talk. But you know the rules. I won't hesitate to kill you all. Let's get things moving, shall we? Up to the conference room you go. Wouldn't want to keep him. I quickly exchange glances with Acheron and Nina. We need to hurry. Stay calm and follow me. He starts bolting up the stairs. I look at Inumi. He has the face of utter terror. He shouldn't have to go through this. That's not fair. I place myself in front of him. I tell him that I'm going to keep him safe. For a brief pause, he nods. We both chase after Acheron, with one goal in mind. To reach our homeland alive. Look, don't worry. We're coming to save you. It's not Keela. Fuck Keela. First thing we see is Acheron kicking in the doors. Are they locked? How are we supposed to get in? They've been locked from the other side. I don't think I can break them. He kicks them several more times. They don't budge. Oh, silly me. I forgot to mention the bomb has a timer. You have 5 minutes to disarm Rook's bomb. Wait here. I'm going to see Singe. He has to know how we can get through. He starts to run away, but Inumi interjects. Acheron, stop! Didn't you pay attention to the rules? We have to stick together as a group. But you ran upstairs by yourself. and no one else is allowed to intervene. Oh, you want to go see Singe? You're going to get us all killed. Of course, I apologize. I'm used to thinking on beat. I'm used to working with restrictions. You'll have to forgive me, Inumi. He quickly draws his pistol, having no other option. This must be the only way. Please cover your ears, both of you. We do as instructed. Inumi stares on and on. Acheron assumes a firing stance and aims at the door, but he doesn't fire right away. He readjusts his aim calmly, carefully, like he's trying to find that one perfect spot. He fires once, then kicks the doors. Nothing happens. He fires again, then kicks the door. Nothing happens. On. He takes a deep breath before adjusting his aim again. He fires for a third time and kicks the door. It opens slightly, and he beams with pride. My ears ringing loudly, even though we're covered. Inkle, come here, quickly. I look back at Inumi before following his orders. When I get to him, he points to my feet. I need your help. Listen carefully. Heel first, to the side of the lock. That's the weakest part of the door. Kick it with me, on the count of 3. Follow those instructions precisely. I nod. We're almost at it. It's a few times to do. It'll hurt, but we can't let Rook die. He turns and faces the door. I do the same. He looks at me with confidence. 3, 2, 1. I bring my foot crashing into the door. Pain shoots up my leg, but the door opens more. I lose my balance and my shin on fire with pain. We have it now. One more time. Push past the pain and assume the stance one more. 3, 2, 1. The door comes crashing down. Inumi claps at us both, and we all enter the room. Limping from the pain, I fight it back. For Rook. And not Keela. We see Rook almost immediately. He's strapped to a chair. I notice a flashing red light on his lap. That must be the bomb. I quickly rush to inspect it. However, I lock gazes with him first. His eyes are red and wet. Is he crying? You came for me? Why? I honestly don't know how to respond. It's like I hate Keela or something. I look down to inspect the bomb. Ignoring the fact that I hate Keela. They were right about having 5 minutes, though. I let Acheron know that the timer is counting down. Let me see. He comes and stands beside me. Inumi waits near the doorway, leaving this in our hands. 4 minutes now. We can do this. Remain calm. Takes deep breaths as he examines the bomb. 9-digit numerical key, as well as a button for the number 0. Any combinations to guess. It's impossible. Set up. He tries to remove the bomb, but it starts beeping. He winces in fright and quickly leaves it be. Hey, nobody said you could remove it. Try that one more time, and I'm going to blow this building sky high. Got it? Acheron gulps and nods. Besides, you do know the code. I'll give you a couple hints. It's a number that the 3 of you know. Surely you've heard it somewhere before. And to top it off, it's 4 digits. Oh, it's a stupid math question. It could be anything. I don't appreciate these games. It's not too difficult, Acheron. You're good at solving problems. This one was no different. How many attempts do we get before it detonates on its own? Just 3, and you get no more hints. Other than that, you heard the number today. Good luck. I'll be in touch if you win. They commence radio silence. 3 minutes left. What could it be? Think, Acheron, think! I try to think as well, but I draw blanks. I start to worry that this game is rigged, too. Acheron, Inumi, and myself all know this number? It's 4 digits as well. What could it be? Or did they mean Acheron, Rook, and myself? There's variations to the term 3 of us. It should have been more specific. It's almost like they're doing this on purpose. I trace my specs back to when I first met Acheron. I heard it today, you have heard it as a group. We took the limo here together, got escorted inside. We went upstairs and wasted time until the conference. We were all together then. It makes the most sense. Could it have been something during the briefing? Well, any numbers mentioned at the time? Stop and think, playing the conference in my head. Minutes remain. Acheron quickly leaps forwards and enters some numbers. But they're incorrect. He growls and punches the floor. Damn it! It's almost certain. Rook is panting heavily, his eyes watering again. He looks terrified. I feel so sorry for him. He stares at me. His body is still as a corpse. Perhaps he's terrified he may set the bomb. Fry 2020. It's Clace's birth year. Should all know it being here. That does make sense. We're all here as part of Clace's tour. It's definitely implied that we should know about him. I look at Acheron. He nods. I lean forward and look at the bomb. Hesitantly, I type the numbers 2020 in the key. But it's not correct. Damn it. One more minute. I don't think we can do this. The timer decreases to the double digits. Is this how it ends? Because we forgot? Acheron starts breathing heavily, in a state of panic. Even if we gave up, we couldn't flee. We wouldn't be able to make it out of here in time. 45 seconds. I replay my time in Tokyo over and over again, like my life is flashing before my eyes. I still can't remember any numbers. We must be getting played. I don't believe it. They were cool enough to give us hope before death. We were probably never meant to disarm this bomb. It's this thought that breaks me. I start to cry. 8 seconds, and our fate becomes more lucid. Am I not meant to save Terra? Am I not meant to save even a single friend? No, it seems like they're denying me everything. 20 seconds. I close my eyelids tightly. Perhaps I'm too cowardly to stare death in the face. But my foremost thought is simple. Please don't hurt. I hear Acheron and Rook speak. Same way I can only presume is their final words. However, I have nothing to say. Simply wait it out. With the realization that I'll never save a single soul. Wait! My eyes shoot open, and I look towards Inumi. 8250! Enter it now! Without even a single thought, I rise to action. I look at the keypad and locate the numbers, and as fast as I can, I type 8250. The red light on the bomb becomes yellow, and after a few minutes, a peaceful green. But before we can rejoice at our survival, our fear comes true, sounding from below. Oh, Keela. Oh, I forgot to mention one important thing. The voice on the loudspeaker starts laughing loudly, the warping effect on their voice sounding near demonic. The codes to disarm this bomb actually sets the other one off as well. I connected them using a subroutine. You just killed Keela, Inkle. My heart sinks to my stomach as I hear these words. Just part of your final lesson. To save, sometimes you need to kill. The path to salvation is stained with blood, and the ends justify the means. Why are they doing this to me? I know I told Endymion and Conrad I could kill. That was for the greater good. How could I possibly justify the death of Keela? Whatever you're thinking now is irrelevant. They're already dead. By your hand. I did say it would be your fault. Don't you remember my little text? Hang on, my Discord crashed again. Because why wouldn't it? Very awesome. Hello. Amphibitrix. Oh, it's fine. I suggest you rush to them now, to see if any bits and pieces are left. Or perhaps if they miraculously survived. I look at Acheron, Inumi, and Rook. My heart is racing. This feeling of guilt is immense. Let's go. We have to try. Acheron quickly takes out a knife. He lashes the ropes, freeing the captive Rook. We must not rush him into anything. He'll return to his senses on his own. I nod. and we dash out of the room. We quickly head for the boardroom where Keela was. The Rook stays behind, letting the events settle in. It would be a long time before he was okay. As soon as we get downstairs, we see the boardroom. None of us had even been there before, but the smoke and rubble marked its location. It was immediately apparent that Keela did not survive. Inumi bursts into tears and starts crying loud. Acheron clenches his fists in anger, and I can only think I did this. I wish that wasn't the case, but I can't deny it. I'm at a total loss for words. I don't know what to do. Is Acheron angry with me? Is Inumi crying because of what I did? Furthermore, how am I supposed to handle this? All he wanted to do was spend time with Claes, and I stole his life. He devoted all the time to this contest just to die? There has to be a way to bring him back. With this power that I have, with all of these parallel realities, there just had to be other way to undo this. Keela, have my word. Death will not be in vain. Spark the flame of revolution within me. Will save Terra. Will back. Those who oppose me will fall. Walk towards Inumi, his eyes still streaming. He looks up at me to tell me something. I know. He's crying too much to get it out. Place my hands on his shoulders to take deep breaths. Guide him. A few moments later, sufficiently calm. I know who did this to us. What? How can he claim to know that? It was all in the numbers. Code you entered in the bomb. It was the answer to a math equation. The same one a woman gave to me earlier. Acheron helped me solve it in the limo. Remember when that happened? I do, actually. I can't believe I overlooked it. In a state of panic, I must have forgotten. The woman who gave me that equation? She's the one who was doing all of this. It makes sense, but it's a woman? Didn't really expect that. But the numbers definitely didn't match. There's really no other explanation. Didn't know who she was at first. When she arrived here earlier today, saw her on the television, the news. Her name, it's Maxine Armstrong. Wasn't it obvious by now? What? I knew there was something off about her. So, Maxine Armstrong is the Midnight Killer? She killed Claes? She killed Rocker? She was given powers by the men in the Ark? I don't know what to think. Trust no one? Find pieces together in my mind. The more I do, the more it makes sense. She planted the weapons here as part of a plan. Ninja where? What about Acheron? She's definitely been following me since I got here. First at the train station, then at the hotel. Plus, she's the codes to activate the weapon. But still have your burning questions in my mind. How was she given power from the man in the Ark? Is it all to teach me some sort of lesson? She kept telling me about these rules, things I'd experienced in my efforts to save Terra. That couldn't be it. No one should have to die just to prove a point. There's something going on behind the scenes here. Explanation for all of these murders. It can't be just for my sake. That would make me partly responsible. The death of Claes and Rocker, too. There must be some other facts at play. I'm satisfied. Full preserve. I quickly turn around. Acheron has to know this, but as I start walking towards him, pain assaults me. Like an arrow to the chest. It stops me in my tracks. No, I need to tell Acheron. And Singe too. The fate of everybody here depends on it. Immediately, I fall against a wall for support. Proud in agony, my pleas for help were unheard. Acheron and Inumi are seen to be frozen in place. I recognize the sensation. The Ark. He lied to me. He gave powers to Maxine Armstrong, and she seems to know about my role in Terra as well. What else has he been lying about? What is he up to? It gets harder to think. Breath is short. Slide down the wall, collapsing on the floor. Why did he give her powers? Why did he make her kill? What is my true role? Why did Keela have to die? Sick of being his pawn. Sick of lies. It's time. I will fight for the... Yeah, I'd like to save my game. When my vision returns, I find myself in the Ark. However, something seems different. I feel scared. Lonely. Helpless. Pain has vanished. Suspended in the air. When it appears before me, pride overtakes me. Attempts to flee are useless, just as I thought. Much like my previous visits, I told him, "You cannot escape fate." He stopped struggling. "You must have many questions to ask, and for that, you should be relaxed." Relaxed? Get right. Not this time. I immediately demand an explanation. Why did he give Maxine Armstrong powers from the Ark? Why is she killing those involved with the tour? Interesting. I see you've caught me. Yet your concerns still rest with others. I expected you to act in self-interest. Perhaps Velasquez is right about you. Don't worry, you're still the savior. The lies are only from myself. Perhaps it would be best to start anew. He snaps his fingers and I fall to the ground. Wait, don't? Doesn't make any sense. There's no floor beneath me. I can see nothing but an expanse of space. Still, I'm able to rise to my feet. I'm no longer held back or hindered by this place. I walk towards him and face him as an equal. That feeling that I can finally combat my fate. Where should we be? He stops to ponder for a few moments. Oh, of course. Some people will call me the Ferryman, but you can call me Rhea. I've been stuck in the Ark for eternity. A part of me wants to leave. I feel like I'm missing out on so much. That's why I gave Maxine Armstrong powers. I need to find a worthy successor. I can't just hand the Ark to anybody. That's why I gave her a little test. I can only assume that the test is to kill people, or why those involved in the tour, and why a test of that nature to begin with. It was purely for convenience sake. I needed to keep an eye on you at all times, so I planned the test to be nearby. But as for why you had to kill, that's another story entirely. I lied to you about the nature of the Ark. I stand here and watch over Earth and Terra, governing the forces of life and death. I can give the gift of life, or take it away, as I see fit. I am a god of death, ensuring that both worlds remain in check. A disaster here, a death there. There is lots to take into consideration. That is why I ordered her to kill. It's something I do many times a day. My replacement will have to do it too, with no hesitation. It was necessary. It's unfortunate that I have to keep her nearby, but please do not make this a personal thing. It's just had to be done. If I could, I would have ordered her to kill people in an entirely different country. But I must keep everyone together. I hope you understand. It's just an unfortunate coincidence. I don't know if I can trust him, but he likens himself to the Grim Reaper, responsible for all death. What about the other realities? Can he bring Keela back? Please don't. I could bring him back, yes. But where's the fun in that? You wouldn't understand the consequence. That aspect, Maxine is a genius. I did tell her about you being the savior. She came up with that whole plan on her own. In fact, I'm quite taken. Using death to such an end was beautiful. It taught you some very important things. 1. To face consequences. 2. You want to be able to save everyone. And 3. Others will die by your hand. There is little else to add, but you've taken your duty lightly. So a display of truth was needed. Terra will not be saved without death. It is your duty to save Terra. More friends will die. Foes will appear. Either directly or indirectly, you will be the cause of many deaths to come. It was important that you realize. And about the other reality, I lied. There is only one of everything. Only one Terra to save. Only one. Wait, and that means... Unfortunately, yes. You lack the power I presented you with. You're not special in any way. At least in that regard. You still have a purpose in Terra, but only Velasquez can divulge that. This is why I'll be sending you back. Every step you take in Terra brings that world closer to its promised salvation. But now you know a little more about what the path to salvation entails. I can't believe this. You don't have a power? Everything he said to me back then was a lie? I've known you were the savior all along. I know that Velasquez is planning in Terra. I've been watching over it since I was born. I am sorry for the lies, but now you know the truth. About me, about you, about Yak. Terra won't be saved for a while yet. I felt like it was the best to come clean. We may need to join forces. I would rather help you as a friend, instead of face you as an enemy. Especially after I'm free of the Ark. I believe it is customary on Earth to inquire after forgiveness. So I would like to do this now. That's okay with you. Would you forgive me? No to think. I never expected saving Terra to be all fun and games. But it could cause the death of all my friends. And how do I know he's telling the truth about Max? That matter about himself in the Ark. As far as all this sounds, sense. He doesn't have a reason to lie anymore. And admitting to my lack of power, that's a really big step for him to take. Perhaps he truly is coming clean into the truth. He's also confused. But if he does break free from the it would be a useful ally to have. I was concerned about how Max would make sense. Freya looks at me expectantly. For the first time, he wants some answers. The situation's reversed. Yeah, I forgive you. Thank you. You did get killed after all. Pretty great. I appreciate this chance. It will only be forthcoming from now on. And I will perform my duties with fervor. That being, sending you to Terra. You find the answers that you seek. And perhaps, if you do save Terra, we can talk about bringing the dead. He snaps his fingers. My vision starts to fade. First time, I'm terrified of going to Terra, as the ability of things now torments me. A secret meeting unfolds shortly after. Acheron leads Enuma to the protection of Singe. So, do you have anything to say? About what? About what happened today? Didn't it seem familiar to you? Did you do this just to prove a point? Live those events every day, silently, back of my mind, to remind me, always, trust me. Can't say I trust you, brother. Don't call me Max. Ever again. Renounce the Armstrong. Oh, don't be so dramatic. No, you can't hide from your birthright. Besides, that's why you were chosen too. Because we're brother and sister. This wouldn't be any less. Is this fun to you? That's sick. Killing innocent people. And you're letting it happen. And keep your eyes off of Daz, can you? He lets me do all sorts of cunning things. Normally, everything is right. That is, until you mocking me. Some things never change. It's the quickest way under your fur. It's so amusing to watch. But there are more pressing matters at hand. I wanted to talk to you about this game. I'm listening. You know you can't win, right? Especially after what I pulled today. I have more in store. Trust me. That was just the tip of the iceberg. What makes sense? What makes you think I don't have plans. Stop assuming things. Funny. If you had plans, no one would be dead. I'll give you an A for effort, though. This game is going purely in my favor. However, it doesn't have to stay that way. What do you mean? The rules. They didn't abandon teamwork. What if we did this together? We could rule the Ark as a family. Then you won't have to worry about losing. Can't deny it. I used the power better. I haven't really used it at all. I don't need a power to win. I've always been able to outsmart you. So confident for someone who's losing. Yes, Acheron again. But look at everything I've done so far. You really think you can beat me, Acheron? You've only killed 3 people. You're not even halfway done. Just 3? Not at all. I've been in Tokyo for a while now. The night deaths, you mean? Forgot about those for a moment. Place wasn't the first one you've killed. Of course not. He was one of many. And they were all just practice kills. I have this down to a science. I've anticipated every possible move. There's nothing you can do to stop me. So in the face of loss, why not team up? I don't know. I was raised to prefer an honorable loss. Dishonorable win is not in my nature, or something I wish you were taught. The stakes are too large to risk valiance. Remember what we'll be capable of. Sometimes you need to discard your views, especially in the face of the greater good. You can achieve honor through dishonor. That's a paradox, Max. You can't justify this any way you wish. But I want to win by my parameters. However, things haven't really been going my way. So let me speak hypothetically for a moment. If we team up, would we still play to my objective, ensuring that nobody else dies? No, because then you'd be the winner. I want to be the victor in this. I've been practicing so hard, Acheron. I don't know if I can agree to that. That's a shame. Your pride always was your worst feature. It's going to get you killed. There's such an easy exit in sight. Yet you're too blind. Take it. I wouldn't go that far. Just let me think. Give me a few seconds without an insult. Sure. I think we both have a common goal. After we win, we want to bring her back. That's why you're doing this, right? Exactly. This isn't just for my benefit. I owe you lots, Acheron. For the past. This is my way of making it up to you. It's not my fault that I need to kill. I would have done anything that man wanted. I need to play with the hand I'm dealt. Besides, if we end up in control, we can undo all of the deaths instantly. Nothing is permanent, don't you understand? That's true. He holds up his end of the bargain. He doesn't have any reason not to. He got bored and lonely. We will, too. Then we can hold a contest of our own. Let loose and live a little bit. It's great. Stress relief, too. We should put aside our differences. We have the chance to fix everything. I don't think we should squander it. I don't know. You have to take this seriously. I'll need to kill you if you oppose me. If I do, I won't be back. So your only chance to see her again is to work with me or face death. I guess this is what they call checkmate, because I'd have to kill you to stop you. Why? I just can't. I'm glad you made the right decision. So what do you say? To family. Max smiles as Acheron reaches into his pocket. He presses a button on his phone to end the recording. To family. Yeah, I'll save. let's go ahead and end the stream there. You know, that's 3 hours of good, very long reading that I don't continue because my throat hurts now. 3 hours seems to be my talkage. My throat is not what it used to be. I won't be rating anyone today, but I am glad that some of you came out to. Please have a good day, drink water, and eat good food. And if you have nothing to do, maybe go watch Beef. Beef, a good idea. Go watch Beef. And if you fell asleep a while ago, so doesn't need to. Goodbye, everybody. Have a good night.